scroll. A key. Archive. Open. Read. You read the handwritten note. Timeless one. I have done what you have asked. My travels have taken me to the north, where I found a woman from the family Ornsall. Her great-grandmother can be traced back to the meeting you speculated. A secret relation from the High One some 300 years past. This woman has taken the name Cuthergar. A strong coincidence, or have we found the one you seek? The letter is signed with a mark in the shape of the letter W. Whoops. Go back. Reading some scrolls here. Open scroll. Look at scroll. Ooh, a new spell. A censure. Okay, outfits. Hat. Pointy conical hat is made from a soft purple material. Do I have to wear this stuff? Looks like it's turning me into a witch. You open the book. Read the book. You thumb along the pages and begin reading about halfway down. We struck our bargain. I would conceal the well of holding by constructing a huge edifice over it, imbued with magics and living defenses beyond fathoming. Built at the junction of all ley lines, the origin, the place with power beyond measures, so the warder could perform his task. I still don't know who this being was, nor how it came by its purpose. What entity put it on this path, and what purpose do I fulfill in this drama? Interesting. Alright, what else we got here? Open. Look. You read an anointed passage. The dawning of the age shall portend a change to the power of the earth and the air. The rain shall end for all that walk the ways. Foremost amongst this is the Behilmith, he who is set above all others. It is he that holds the key and wields the power of the stars. He stands against all, and all stand against him. Great and terrible is his might. This plain table is not only solidly built, but appears to be made of wood. No, that's not what I wanted to click on. I want to click on the book. This neat handwritten entry fills the page from edge to edge. My efforts have been rewarded as I have found the one. It is left to me to set him in his path that I know. The magic I must attempt is formidable, and I have little acquaintance with astral conjurations. Though taxing, I need remain in this stasis until the task is exhausted. My defenses will have to hold. The thorn has proven to be a valuable artifact and has thwarted Kahu's attempt to reach me. Interesting. Let's back out. Healing. You stand up on your toes to get a closer look at the center of the root. A mesmerizing mass of roots and vines emanate from the center of the ceiling. At the heart of the tangled confusion, a golden artifact glows with a calming power. This golden piece of wood pulsates with an ancient power. Without a doubt, the roots have seen thus far originate from this artifact. Well, it's going to let me take it, so... You pull the golden thorn from amongst the tangled roots. The artifact resists at first, but then seems to accept your touch, easily dislodging from the vines that enshroud it. Okay. big tunnel. Or, alright. Back. 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 Okay. Item. Spells. Censure. Use. In your mind, you see the ancient circle in front of you. Summoning your will, you speak the command, a censure. With confidence, wizardry power travels from your outreached arms and onto the circle. The dais begins to glow, pulsating with tremors of energy.
Open your mind, young Jer. Fret not. It is I whose name you bear, Cuthaga the First. Behold those whom have gone before, when Gatekeeper was but a hillock, and the living castle no more than a dream.
No more than a dream.
They stood where you now stand, on this holy ground.
Is it? This right? Alright. Okay. Sometimes you have to click on the words in order to move. Okay. An ornate stone archway, replete with carved skulls, frames an ominous entrance set into the side of the mountain. We need to replace one of the skulls. The skull seems to leap from your hand and into the slot on the archway. Faint sounds deep within the castle wall, sounding something has happened. I bet 5 gold pieces that we are missing something here. I know things. George. Okay, now we gotta go all the way back. Thought I was supposed to be able to double click that. Up. Some malevolent force is sucking all light from this room. You sense that the very darkness itself is alive. Ooh, wasn't that from Doctor Who? Well, if a torch won't work, maybe an orb will. You pull the silver orb from your satchel, point it toward the darkness, and release the fire elemental. The singularity pierces the blackness with bursts of flame, chasing the dark energy from the room. Alright, what do we got going on in here? A mural. Ooh, I can take that. This circular plate glows with power. It is firmly attached to the wall. Truly, this must have belonged to one of the wizards of the circle. Take it. Ooh. As you approach the ruin, a strange power overtakes you. Both your hands and the ruin glow with a magical light as you pull it from the wall and place it in your satchel. Whispered voices, not unlike what you heard when you were initiated on the summoning dais, fills your head with a triumphant chorus. This portion of the wall is cracked and destroyed. Several cracks in the wall are large enough to reveal something hidden behind. Oh. You land a punch on the rock wall, but the wall refuses to break any further. Well, we can fix that. You swing the hammer at the crack and land a solid blow, loosening the stone and reveal a concealed metallic object. A series of amazing, intricate, archaic runes and glyphs are etched upon the smooth, reflective surface of the curved horn. Didn't we read something about a horn earlier? You pull the lustrous metallic artifact from the damaged wall. Power flows from the instrument and courses through your fingertips and up your arm. You know beyond a doubt that this can only be the Platinum Horn, the legendary relic of summoning. Aha, the relic of summoning. Interesting. Being able to pull that rune from the wall reminds me of another rune we couldn't get earlier, but maybe we can now. This one. Can we take it? Yes. As you approach the rune, a strange power overtakes you. Both your hand and the rune glowing with a magical light as you pull it from the wall and place it in your satchel. Whispered voices, not unlike what you heard when you were initiated on the summoning dais. Okay. You see a warped reflection of yourself in the mirror, noting that you look nothing like when you started this adventure. A faint warping effect moves across its surface. I have forgotten quite a bit of this game. You close your eyes and step into the mirror. The expected collision never happens. Instead, the surface of the mirror gives way before you experience a moment of weightlessness. When you open your eyes, you're somewhere else. Some catastrophic event befell this inner keep, smashing the furniture to bits and opening the walls to the elements. You shudder at its devastation. Alright, F2. What do we got around here? Okay, see another one of these. The circular stone plate glows with power. It is also firmly attached to the wall. Truly, this must have belonged to one of the wizards of the circle, and we should be able to take it now. As you approach the ruin, yada yada yada, yada yada yada, dead trumpet, of course. Yorick pipes up. Why the long face? You always look so dour. I mean, look at me. If there is anyone who shouldn't be gloomy, it's me. Yep. One scroll, two scrolls. That's it. 2 scrolls. Archive. Okay. Open and read. No spell. As you read the words on the scroll, one particular word stands out from the rest. Chrysalis. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power. As you quickly write it down, the strange marking in your spell book, the scroll crumbles in your hand. You've learned a spell. Open. You read the hastily scrawled message written on the scroll. I entrust this task to you, my friend. My pet air elemental can provide safe passage over treacherous terrain and has even on one occasion flown me over a rickety bridge. But be warned, it needs to be soothed and calm before you can approach it. We'll have to remember that. Okay, what else we got in here? F2. Let's see what this guy has. A skeleton entombed within an icy, tattered robe lies before you on a snow-covered floor of the keep. Simple wooden chair covered in snow. Some catastrophic event befell this inner keep. What else? Table. Snow-covered, overturned table. Chair appears to have been knocked over by a violent confrontation, one that happened long ago. You admire the trim and fit figure you see in the mirror. A blanket of heavy snow covers the ground outside this door. No. Surrounded by the Gatekeeper Mountain, a lone keep sits in silent vigil on the summit of this snowy peak. Although it is covered in snow, it's obviously that this obelisk was intentionally smashed to pieces. The logs that make this single pyre have been stacked in a pyramid. You hug the weathered wall, occasionally slipping as you climb the stone steps. You stand on top of the keep with a panoramic view of your surroundings. A huge column of wind spins violently, threatening to lift you off your feet. Orb. You point the silver orb at the air elemental. At first, the winds from the singularity seem to flow into the orb. However, after a moment, it is clear the elemental is much too large to be sucked into the ancient artifact. Much too large. Place the flute to your lips, playing a melody that has been bouncing around in your head for hours.